Welcome back. The number of people suffering from various forms of heart diseases may rise to about 23 million by the year 2030. That's according to the World Health Organization. At a press conference to mark the 2017 World Heart Day in Abuja, the UN agency decried the rising number of cardiovascular diseases around the world, saying an estimated 17 are advocating styles and diet as solutions to reducing the scourge.
September 29 every year have been set aside to celebrate the World Heart Day since the year 2000. The day was set aside by the World Heart Foundation to raise awareness about the risks and preventions for cardiovascular diseases. At this press conference to mark the day in Abuja, representatives of the World Health Organization and that of the World Heart Foundation expressed serious concern over the rising cases of heart diseases.
Globally, cardiovascular diseases are the #1 cause of death, accounting for 17.5 million deaths annually. And it has been projected that by 2030, this number may rise to 23 million.
In Nigeria, the number of people dying or falling ill due to heart disease and stroke before the age of 50 has been observed to be rising over the last 10 years.
According to the WHO, an estimated 150 million Nigerians are reported to have died from various heart diseases in 2014 alone. The Ministry of Health and some of its development partners are advocating healthy lifestyle and diet as most effective solution to the problem.
I am therefore calling on all Nigerians to power their hearts by adopting the following measures. Physical activity. Make exercise a regular part of your life.
W.H.O has passionately promoted heart health across Nigeria. We believe that healthy living is very important and people have to be very aware of their lifestyle, particularly what they consume. We believe that awareness is very key to living right, and that's what we do. We're driving heart-healthy lifestyle, which includes what you consume and how you live your life.
Cardiovascular disorder is currently reported to account for 7% of total annual deaths in Nigeria. Hence, experts argue strongly that the situation should be given the attention it deserves.
The Rogers Foundation has turned out new graduates from its group of schools across the country. The graduation ceremony coincides with the 55th birthday celebration of the foundation's proprietor, who is also the governor of Imo State, W.H.O. Nigeria's former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and the Ghanaian president, Nana Akufo-Addo, topped the list of government functionaries at the event. It's the 10th graduation ceremony of the Rogers Foundation College, and it's happening at the Imo International Conference Center in Owerri, the state capital. It is an event that has attracted various dignitaries from all walks of life, both within and outside the country. The procession by the graduates into the hall signaled the commencement of the event. This is followed by various presentations and renditions. Notable is that of Nigeria's top female artist, W.H.O. The principal of Rogers Foundation College in Ibadan attributes the success recorded in the school over the years on the foresight of the founder, Rogers Okorocha.
I salute the Grand Commander of free and qualitative education in Nigeria, in particular, and in Africa in general. His Excellency, Owele Rogers Okorocha, OON.
In commemoration of the founder's 55th birthday, the foundation announced the commencement of Project 55555, representing 5 students from 55 African countries who are currently enjoying the foundation's scholarship up to university level. The brain behind the project, Governor Rogers Okorocha, reiterates his vision and passion for education, especially to the poor of the poorest and the less privileged in society.
Out of these children, good news have started emerging. Amongst them here are medical doctors. Some of them are already police officers. Most of them are engineers. they have no one to speak for them for job placement. I want to appeal to all the dignitaries here to please do me a favor. Wherever you find Rochas Foundation children, please support them to have a job of their choice.
Several goodwill messages followed, including that of former President Olusegun Obasanjo and President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana.
Your education should make you not a job seeker, but a job creator.
To those of you students listening to me today, I say you are living in perhaps the most exciting times in our history. Some say this is our time. I say this is your time.
High point of the event is the presentation of graduation certificates to the students. A total of 2,100 graduates received their certificates at the ceremony, which was graced by the governors of Abia, Kebbi, Niger, Oyo, and Akwa Ibom states, and some deputy governors. It's time now for business news. Here's Anne Wawodo.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Amarachi, and welcome to Business News. Nigeria's Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, which has been released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, stands at 55.3. This shows an expansion in the manufacturing sector for the 6th consecutive month. The index, which reflects a 1.7% growth from the 53.6 which was recorded in the month of August, also indicates that 14 out of 16 subsectors reported growth, while the production level index for the manufacturing sector grew for the 7th consecutive month in September 2017. Latest industry survey shows that crude oil output from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries has risen by 50,000 barrels per day to 32.8 million barrels per day this month. This comes on the back of increased oil exports from Iraq and higher production from Libya. The survey also shows no significant gain in output from Nigeria, which recently had its exemption from the cut extended, while top exporter Saudi Arabia also added 20,000 barrels to the market. OPEC's member compliance with the supply cut deal slipped from 89% in August to 86% in September, as the group seeks to reduce output by about 1.2 million barrels per day from January 2017 to March 2018. It's the last trading day of the week, the month, and the last quarter of 2017. The Nigerian stock market also recorded weak gain as investors trade cautiously ahead of next month. Chimezie Obiwago has the details for us.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. It was a sluggish trading session today at the Nigerian equities market as the index recorded a modest gain on the final trading day for the month of September and the third quarter of the year. After several hours of negative trading, the all-share index managed to tilt up by 0.03% at the sound of the closing gong. Gains recorded in the banking sector, industrial and oil and gas contributed that marginal gain on the overall market index. However, on the price movement chart, CNI leasing moved the most upwards, 7.24%, while AG Leventis topped the losers table. Total volume of transaction was 235.8 million shares, valued at 3.8 billion naira in 2,806 deals. While investors look forward to the third quarter 2017 earnings season, traders say the fourth quarter is shaping up to be bullish for stocks. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimezie Obi Iwago.
Well, the green color shone bright today in most leading world markets, and we'll find out how the Dow and the Nasdaq, it hit the 20 record highs today. But let's find out how other markets performed at the close of trading. And that's Business News Night. Thank you for watching. I'm Anne Nwawado. It's back to you, Amarachi.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. The standardization of practices in the Nigerian media industry has taken another major step forward as leading editors of several newspapers, radio and television outlets are trained at the Channels Academy. After 1 week of editorial training, the editors pledged to play their role in ensuring that their agencies meet global standards moving forward. Our correspondent Ajuri Ngalali reports.
They head major news departments across the nation.
Good to just have a little interaction with at least one group.
But for this week, they are students in a global course at the Channels Academy.
I'll make a few comments based on that, and then
from Paris, France, instructor Bill Hinchberger instructs the editors.
We won't keep people too long. But
after 1 week of training, news editors from both government and private media share their insights.
The only thing that you should do is about objectivity, about fairness. Because you work for government media doesn't mean that you should not be fair. You should report all sides of an issue, not just one side, not just government side.
Whatever a public officer has told you, there is something behind it. You must go back and check what is behind it. You know, whether what he or she is saying is true.
Let him refine the topic since he's going to present it the way you understand it.
Seeking to set new minimum standards for quality and effectiveness in Nigerian media practice, U.S. officials note that the impact of the exercise goes beyond quality news production.
Yes, we are a world power now, but we weren't always a world power. Yes, we believe we have strong institutions now, the free press being one of them, but that was not always the case. It took a long time. It took us to recognize that these are priorities to build a strong and durable nation.
Because they are senior editors, they have to inspire the workforce. They have to make sure that they are there to give direction and traction to their reporters.
Raising the expectation of Nigerians and bolstering the quality of news accuracy and output is just one step in a larger reorientation towards establishing a new national identity. A reputation of excellence in all spheres. Ajuri Ngalali, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Falconets of Nigeria are set to confront Tanzania in the second leg of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifier in Dar es Salaam. We'll have more in sports news. Just stay with us.